Today we'll be talking about a concept called OPR. This is something that most people do ignore, yet it is a very good strategy. This is the strategy I used when I resigned from my work as a waiter. I used this strategy to make over ₦1 million in the same year, and I'll be showing you how I did it. Now, when we talk about OPR, it means using other people's resources. OPR, that is the concept. Now, you see, so many people are eager to start something, but sometimes they don't have the resources. They don't have the capital. They don't have the money. So where will they start from? But if you apply this concept of OPR in your journey, if you are able to work on it, using it as an initiative, it can help you to start off without using your own personal resources. Now, this is what I did when I resigned from my work as a waiter. I don't have any office. I don't have much resources. I had some savings, but that savings was not much for me to start with. So I don't have any office. I don't have any staff. I don't have any equipment. But I started a cleaning company without all these things I mentioned. The reason why I started the cleaning company will be a story for another day. I will tell you in my subsequent video why I decided to settle for a cleaning company. But that was the first business I started. Now, in this business, cleaning company, the only thing that I own is the piece of paper I used to write my proposal. But using this cleaning company, I was able to make a lot of money. If you are out there trying out how to start, not knowing where to or what you can even do, your initiative is very, very important. So before I resigned, I used to go out to search for things that I will do. That was one of the things I used to go out to do. I used to go to building sites to search for supplies. I used to go to some places to search for something else that I can start doing. And in that process, I found out that some of these buildings that they are completing, they needed cleaning. And that was how and why I started the cleaning company. Now, when I finished writing my proposals, I distribute them. But I didn't limit myself to these buildings. I started going out to hotels. I started going out to eateries. I started going out to offices where I feel that they need cleaning staffs or where I feel that they need cleaning job. And I started marketing. And in that process, I started getting positive response. I started getting people who call me to come and give them quotation. And what did I do? I went to the place where cleaners used to hang. There is a particular spot in my area where they used to hang with their equipment, scouting for job. I went there, got somebody that went with me, got the quotation, and I now came back to my friend's office and I was able to put the quotation down, calculate, and then added my own profit. I now submitted my quotations. And when they now call me to come and do the job, I will go there and hire my guys and they will go. I printed my own company t-shirt, and that is what they will wear when we go for the job. They wear my company t-shirt with my own logo and my company name. They will wear it to do the job. And after doing that, I'll collect my shirts back. And then when I collect my money from the client, I will now pay them. That was the strategy I used, using other people's resources to make wealth for myself. Now, in all of this business, in all of these things that I am talking about, the company, cleaning company, I don't own anything there apart from my pieces of paper for writing my proposals. Every other thing is my marketing skills, which is a capital. Because your skills is also part of your capital. My marketing skill was my capital, and then my pieces of paper. That was how I was able to build this company, and I made money, and I used it to build wealth for myself. You may be saying that that was then. Yes, that was then. But to tell you the truth, if you apply this principle, even now as we are talking, you can achieve so much result. And let me tell you, let us assume you don't even want to go into cleaning. Probably you want to go into some other things. To tell you the truth, there are some other things you can use this particular strategy, apply it and make wealth for yourself. You can start by promoting other people's business. You can start by promoting other people's business. It must not be your own. One important thing you need to know, or one important thing you need to learn while using other people's resources is your integrity. Your integrity must be very intact. Because when you deal with your people, it is that integrity that will keep you dealing with them continuously. But when those people you are dealing with find out that you are the type that really want to play a fast one, they may decide not to deal with you anymore. You may succeed in the first time, but you will not continue succeeding. So that is why it is important for you to have your integrity intact when you are using other people's resources. Now, let me bring it home a bit so that you understand what I am saying. Because when I say promote other people's business, you may not really get it. I will give you 2 or 3 examples so that you understand what I am saying. The number one example, there are people who are bringing fabrics to people, but they are not tailors. They are not fashion designers. But what they do is that they go to the fashion designer's shop, learn how to take measurements, and then get 1 or 2 fabrics and go out there to offices and then take people's measurements, get money from them, and then go to the fashion designer and give the measurement and the fabric. And then the fashion designer will sew. They will not take it to the person in the office. Some people don't have time to start going to fashion designer's office. But if you are able to do something very nice with them and you are able to deliver at the time, there is no way they will not keep patronizing you. And if you are good, they will begin to introduce you to their friends. You are not a fashion designer. You are not selling any fabric, but you have started a fashion designing company. That is how it works. Now, let me also give you another example. You can start distributing gadgets. Go to somebody's office that is selling probably home appliances or anything, pick some samples, or even use the little money you have, buy some samples, and take it to offices. And by the time you know it, you will now begin to see people who book orders with you, and then you go get them and supply, and then you take the profit. That is how it works. Even another area people are ignoring is water, pure water. Pure water that people drink, yes. During heat period, people drink water a lot. This is another area you can go into. Go to a pure water factory. Begin to collect their water and go and distribute. You make money. There are so much opportunities, but are you ready to look inwards and then see them? I've talked about POS business in my former video. Try and go and watch that video. And that is how I moved from waiter to wealth. You can start a POS business. And it doesn't cost much to start. And before you know it, you can start making money for yourself. And then you now begin to scale it. One thing is that people start and then they want to remain in the same place. No, it doesn't work like that. When you start and you start making money, begin to improve your business. Because when you now begin to improve it, that is how you will be able to make money. You start small, but you think big. And then you start applying those principles that will help you to grow big. That is how it works. These are some of the examples where you can start from. Apart from promoting other people's business, you can as well start maybe a small business. You know, the essence of this particular channel is to show you something you can start from broke and then become a boss. Because that was what I did. I was able to start from nothing and build something for myself. Today, I own businesses, and I thank God for the decisions I made at that particular time. Now, if you follow me and pay attention to the things I'll be teaching on this channel, you will learn so many things that will help you to move from your broke situation to a place where you will be able to give out. And that is the essence of this channel. Helping people who are out there without any hope of where to start from to know that they can build wealth from nothing. Look out for opportunities, because I know that in any environment you find yourself, if you are able to look down very well and check, there are opportunities that are there that you can turn to money. But the thing is that we want it fast, we want it quick. What is that business you think you can start using other people's resources? Because I believe that by the time you look into your environment and then check very well, you can come up with good businesses you can start using other people's resources. This strategy is very powerful if you can harness it very well and use it to your own advantage. I've used it and I know that it works. Some other people have used it and achieved the result at the end of the day. So you can equally achieve results if you harness the power of OPR. As you are watching this video, what is that you can start looking in your environment, checking your environment? What do you think you can go into using other people's resources? Write that down in the comments so that subconsciously you begin to take action. Write that in the comment section. Tell me that you feel that you can start with other people's resources, not necessarily your own resources. Other people's resources. What is that you feel you can start? Write it down on the comment section and let us discuss it. There are so many other areas you can use other people's resources. It is just you thinking very well, thinking down deep in your mind, and then coming out with solutions, coming out with initiatives, coming out with things you feel you can do and be able to achieve at the end of the day. Don't allow hunger and lack to keep you in your comfort zone. Because it happened to me as a waiter when I was about resigning. I was thinking of how do I do without the normal food I used to get from the hotel. You may not understand, but me that it happened to, I understand, because hunger was about to liquidate me when I took up that job. So going back to that situation of not having food to eat and then not having money, the salaries and the tips that come when we do as a waiter, we do get tips and sometimes we live on that tip. So the tips that will equally come in, how do I leave all those things and then delve into the world of entrepreneurship where I don't even know how it will become? So your determination is very, very important for you to start. Check what you can start with and start with it. Partner with those who have what you don't have and then achieve result at the end of the day. But if you allow hunger to keep you where you are, if you don't fight it now, definitely that hunger will fight you in the future. Just check at this age where I am now, if I will start running up and down, trying to do those things in order to fight hunger. Just check it. So that is why you need to take those decisions now that will help you to achieve results at the end of the day. And then as these businesses are expanding, you now begin to create systems. Because what builds wealth is system. I keep talking about this word system. Wealth building is like a human body, the human body system. Every part of the body is working for the good of the total part of the body, the good of the whole body. That is how wealth building works. You need to create this system, drop money there. It will be bringing money while you are asleep or while you are awake. You create another system that will also be bringing money whether you are asleep or awake. And by that time, you begin to create those systems in different areas. And before you know it, everything is going into the same place. And by the time you know it, you keep repeating it. As the money comes up, you go into another thing, you drop that money into another passive income generation system, and then it's bringing money. Before you know it, you have a pool that will help you to build wealth. There is no rocket science about it. And I keep telling people that it is simple daily steps that you can take that makes the difference. There is no other thing that is attached to it. But the thing is that people fear a lot. Fear cages us. When you fear, that fear of not being able to make money is what drives people to go into crime and other social vices that will make them to become miscreants at the end of the day. Is that fear of not being able to make money. But if you are able to look inwards, and whereby you don't have anything to start, and you apply this power of OPR, definitely you can achieve your dream. So as we go on, if you have not liked this channel, please hit the like button, subscribe, and encourage us so that we'll continue to come out with valuable videos that will help to educate you in your finances and help you to build wealth for yourself and for your generation. Hit the like button, share this video to your friends, and let's keep discussing on this issue of wealth building. Because one thing I find out is that people think that they still have time. If you are in your 20s, in your 30s, and you still think that you have time, you are doing yourself a great harm, because time is not on your side. I will talk about this in my subsequent video so that you will now begin to know how to start planning early. Because planning early will save you a lot of stress. Planning early will save you a lot of things that at the end of the day, you will begin to thank yourself for the decisions you made at that particular time in your life. The age 20s and 30s is very, very important in one's life so that you will not have middle age crisis. So if this video have inspired you, please hit the like button, comment, and tell me the areas you want us to discuss more. Because what I am actually doing here is to show you the practical steps you will be able to walk through and be able to create wealth for yourself. Tell me the areas you want us to discuss more. Tell me how you have started the business you want to start, or how you have used other people's resources to start your own business, and then let us discuss more on it. Hit the like button, subscribe, and share the video. Remember that the channel is Amy Wealth Money Lane, where we talk about everything that has to do with money and how to start business from the scratch and build wealth for yourself. Start now. There is no time.